Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the T92 HMC. It's the Tier 10 American SPG. It's located on the northeast corner of Karelia, and it's under the command of Oksydor of OLIMP. And yes, there's a Polish flag on the side of the vehicle because Oksydor is Polish. So, he's got improved rammer, gun rotation device, and the gun lane drive. Game on! Oh, he's got fire coming out of his vehicle as well. I think it's part of the extras that you can put on now. Bit of heavy metal. Okay, T92. They only made a few of them. In fact, they only made 5 in total. And it's got a 24cm howitzer. They did make some 8-inch howitzer versions, and they called that the T93 gun motor carriage, not a howitzer motor carriage. Looking for a target. Standard reload by the book is 46.98 seconds. Rounds up. Oh, good hit, and that's a pen. The Leopard always has thin armor, so putting the round in like that really did hurt. And he's using the extra HE, or rather the non-stun variety, 1420 Alpha and 75mm pen. So we've got a high roll on that game, on that shot. We've got a Gorilla 15. Now this guy is really going to suffer if this round goes in. He's almost loaded. His reload time is something like 36. So I think he's about... Oh yes, it's 36.91. And he's moving about a bit. Yeah, he's changed his mind. He changed his mind at the last moment. It looks like the the Gorilla changed position as well. Okay, so these guys are going to be the ones that gets it. And he actually stuns, I think he stunned or hit the Viz 55 with some splash. Now, rather unfortunately, in the game, Wargaming will only give you 16 rounds to play with. And that's a real contentious issue, because if you've ever seen the pictures of a T92 HMC, it comes with dozens of trucks that supply it with all the crew and, of course, the ammunition that they use. Yes, there are a few photos where it was actually shown on Life magazine, where you can actually see all of the people involved in getting one of these vehicles to fight. They only made it towards the end of the Second World War. Oh, he fired it, and no, didn't get anything from that shot. They made it at the end of the Second World War from a T26E3 hull. That's the same one that you find on the chassis, was also known as Eagle 7 in the game. It's an M26 Pershing, so it's basically a medium tank chassis, but it's a very heavy gun that it's actually carrying. Oh, our KR1 went out the game. That's a tier 11. Okay, he's lining up the next shot for the Death Star. Direct hit for 654. That's a non-penetrating shot for 654. Now, seeing as there's only 16 rounds, you really do have to make the best use of the shells. Otherwise, you're going to end up short. Oksydor selected to carry a lot more of the non-stun variety because he can be so accurate with his howitzer. A lot more accurate than many other people can. Now, that Viz 55 would go out the game with just one shot, but he hits the T803 instead, and the Viz 55 goes down to our mouse. T803 took the hit. That's the American Heavy Tier 11. Waiting for his next shot. I think the T803 is going to be the recipient as well. Yep, he's lining him up. Okay, here we go. Fires the round in. Oh, it goes right over the top of the T803. That guy is so lucky that he moved forward at that particular moment. And it's really bad for Oksydor that he didn't get that one on target, because that would have added possibly a kill. Even so, there's still a number of enemy out there. 8 of them in total. We're winning by 2 tanks at the moment. And we're almost loaded as well. Now you can see he's aiming for that rock right down the far end where the Gorilla 15 was before. He can't get a shot at the Death Star that's a bit closer because of the rock, the mountains in the way. Oh, now this is interesting. He's suddenly seen the Batchat 25 ton who's near our AMX-50B. He's almost fully dialed in. He fires the round in and he wipes the guy out with 1 round. I think he definitely penetrated him, and the AMX-50B thanks him. Yeah, and he could have lost a lot of hit points, that AMX-50B, to a Batchat. So, yes, getting wiped out actually really did help him. That Batchat, yeah, definitely a pen. Went straight through his armor. As I said, it's the penetration on these shells is 75 millimeters. And of course, well, Batchats have very thin armor because that's how they get their speed. Now this AMX-50B on the enemy team is right up at the top of the horseshoe. It's a difficult shot, and our TVT's coming up behind, TVP rather. We fire the round in. Oh! Well, that's interesting because he actually did hit his teammate in the TVP T51, but the AMX-50B did get killed. It said, "You've hit an ally." Well, we can't hit that Gorilla 15 because he's covered by the rock. There's only 4 enemies remaining now. And despite our teammates' desire to all die off as well fairly quick, we're still 3 tanks ahead of the enemy. And one of their Arty, well, their only Arty, a Batchat 155-58, has been discovered, and we're about to launch a round in there. And no, he's decided to go. He's decided he's much better off moving, and quite rightly too, because if he stayed where he was likely to get completely wiped out very quickly. There's the other Batchat 25 ton on the enemy team. They did have 2 of them. Now we've lost sight of him because he's gone into those bushes over there, and now we can see him again. And he stopped to take a shot. Oh, this is difficult. Once he's in the cover of those rocks, it's very difficult to put a round in there and take some damage. We do have a Striv 10712 nearby, and the Batchat suddenly becomes spotted again, and he gets wiped out by our Bosch. So we're running out of targets to shoot at. The Batchat 25 ton or the Hirschkapper. Hirschkapper's back near the enemy cap. And there's the Batchat. He's suddenly come into view. Instead of doing a leading shot, oh, he stopped for a brief moment. There we go. Rounds out. And he gets the other Batchat too with another penetrating shot, leaving just 1 enemy left, and he's near the cap area. And we're kind of running out of enemies to shoot at, but we're also running out of teammates because we're down to just 4 left on our team. The Hirschkapper goes over to behind those rocks. We're almost reloaded. In fact, he's making a run towards our cap area. And he stopped for a brief moment, and that's the big mistake to make. 747 hit points from that strike. Makes him a 1-shot, of course. Here he is. And the Bosch finishes him off, and that is the end of the game. Here's there's the end of battle stats, and that was an ace tanker for Oksydor of OLIMP in the T92 HMC. He got a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 15. He also got a Gauze medal for doing more damage, exceeding 8 times the hit points of his own vehicle. And he got a Confederate as well for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else in his team. At least 6 tanks subsequently taken out by other teammates. And his win rate from that game was 8,516, which is super unicum and a lot higher. Let's have a look at team score. Well, yes, he actually scored the highest damage on his team, but not the highest damage in the game. One of the Batchats got 7,252 hit points, but both Batchats on the enemy team got wiped out by him. The Batchat in question got a high caliber and a tank sniper for 7,252, whilst Oksydor picked up 6,942. In third place, we've got the Gorilla 15 on the enemy team with 5,713 hit points. When it came to kills, the highest number was 4, and that was the Fosh 155 on our team and the Batchat 25 ton on the enemy team. And we can see that Oksydor got 2 kills alongside the AMX50B on our team and the Hirsch Kappa on the enemy team. And when it came to base XP, it's the Fosh 155 who comes out on top with 985. And then we've got Oksydor with 971, followed by the Mouse, who got 938 and a steel wall in that game. He fired 10 rounds. He got 7 direct hits on the enemy and 3 penetrating shots. And that's with the non-stun HE. 9 splashes as well. 6,942 hit points of damage, all of it at more than 300 meters. He damaged 8 of the enemy, killed 2 of them, both Batchats. And he got 397 hit points of stun. Well, it's not really stun assist, it was damage assist, actually. And on top of that, he earned 41,162 credits for the game. No bonus for being mission completion, but he did get 7 bonds for this being tier 10 and 4,370 experience points because he got a 2,914 mission completion in there. So a very good game in the T92, showing that, yes, you can get penetrating shots as well as serious damage just by playing the T92 with the non-stun HE. Although not everyone's capable of getting as accurate as Oksydor, because obviously he has had a lot of practice. He is an expert. He's a super unicum when it comes to Arty. Yeah, he does know where to put the shells to get the most damage. And he seems to have a lot of luck as well, because that Batchat moved directly into the line of fire and took the shell right through him. So I hope you enjoyed this replay. If you did, please give this video a like, and thank you for watching.